Then come and attack me! Hey, you guys, don't fight! You're father and son! You shouldn't fight! Don't worry, Gine. It's just a friendly fight. What are you waiting for, Dad? Attack me whenever you want! Pay close attention to everything, Father, Vegeta would say. Bardock, without hesitation, would begin to attack Goku, starting a small exchange of blows that would be dominated by Bardock, which, confident in believing he had the advantage, would say. What happened, Kakarot? This is all your power? I'm starting to believe that everything you told me was a lie. Okay, Dad, I'll show you some of my power. Goku would hit Bardock's face, making him go back several meters. At the same time, with great speed, he would appear behind him without letting him react. He would give him a blow in the back of his head that would leave him out of the fight. King Vegeta, seeing how Bardock was defeated with such ease, would feel a little fear all over his body. And at the same time, he would say, "How is it possible for such a low-class Saiyan to have so much power? I wasn't even able to see how he moved to knock out Bardock." You surprise yourself with very little, Father, if you really knew what Kakarot and I are capable of. A few minutes would pass, and Bardock would get up from the ground a little dizzy. In turn, Goku would approach where he was and tell him, "How are you feeling, Dad?" "Relax. I'm fine, Kakarot. You really surprised me. You have great power." "You're no slouch, Dad. You've got a good level." "You're just saying that to make me feel better." "But it doesn't matter. Answer me something, Kakarot. That's not all your power, is it?" "Of course not, Dad. That's not all my power. I still have a long way to go to reach my limit. I haven't even transformed yet." "You can transform?" "I know. You're talking about transforming into Ozaru." "You're wrong, Dad. I'm talking about the Super Saiyan transformation and its variants." "Super Saiyan? Did he say he could transform into the legendary Super Saiyan?" "I think I heard wrong, Kakarot. You said that you can transform into the legendary Super Saiyan? But that's impossible, since the Super Saiyan was just a myth that our race had." "You're wrong, Dad. The transformation into Super Saiyan is not a myth. Since Vegeta and I, even our children, can transform into Super Saiyan. Look, if you want, I'll prove it to you." Goku would instantly transform into Super Saiyan, leaving Bardock, Gine, and King Vegeta amazed. "This is awesome. My son is the legendary Super Saiyan." "I can't believe it. I didn't think it was true, what you were telling me, Kakarot. But it is. So that's the transformation of the legendary Super Saiyan. Wow, that's amazing. So that's what the Super Saiyan looks like. I never thought I'd live to witness it." "How about Dad? How do you like it? Tell me, what do you think of this transformation?" "I'm very surprised, Kakarot. I'm proud to know that my son has already achieved such power." "It's an amazing ki, isn't it?" "Kakarot, remember that they don't know how to sense ki." "That's right, I forgot." "The ki? What is that?" "Bardock, just so you understand it better, the ki is nothing more than the fighting power that was reflected in the tracker." "That's right, Dad." "I understand, Kakarot. Then teach me how to feel the ki." "Okay, Dad, I'll teach you, but I'll do it tomorrow. For now, let's go to Chi-Chi so you and my mom can meet her." "All right, let's go." Goku would say goodbye to everyone present and use teleportation, would go with Goten and his parents to Chi-Chi's house. For his part, Bulma, he would invite King Vegeta to enter his house. He would accept without thinking, but before entering he would say, "Vegeta son, you must also teach me to feel the ki, and you must also show me your Super Saiyan." Yes, I guess I have no choice." After saying that, Vegeta together with his father would enter the house in the same way Bulma and Trunks would do the same. On the other hand, in the house of Goku, he would have appeared outside his house and approaching it would knock on the door. Immediately, Chi-Chi would open the door and would be surprised to see how one of the people who accompanied Goku was exactly like him. So, doubtful, she would ask, "Goku, tell me, who are those people who come with you and Goten?" "You see, Chi-Chi, this is going to be strange for you, but those two are my parents." "What did you say? But as far as I knew, your parents were dead." "It's a very long story. I'll tell you when we get inside. For now, I'll introduce them to you. She's my mom, and he's my dad." "Hi, I'm Gine. I'm Kakarot's mom, the one you call Goku. I'm glad to meet you."
"Hi, my name is Bardock. Nice to meet you."
"Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Chi-Chi, Goku's wife. Sorry for this welcome, but this is very strange for me. But please come in." everyone would enter the house, and Goku would immediately proceed to tell Chi-Chi everything that had happened, and why his parents were next to him. Chi-Chi, upon hearing everything that Goku told her, would say,
I'm so glad that Goku has revived them. I always wanted to meet them. I hope we can get along very well. I also say the same. I hope to get along with you. You must tell me how you met my son, and also how you decided to get married. Of course, I'll tell you everything, mother-in-law, while I make the food, because I guess you must be very hungry. Yes, a little bit, but let me help you.
Chi-Chi and Gine, while they were still talking, would start to prepare the food. For their part, Goku together with Goten would stay talking with Bardock. After 2 hours, the food would be ready, so everyone would start to eat. After eating, they would stay talking for a good while, until it would get dark and everyone would go to sleep. The next day in the morning, Goku and Bardock would be ready to leave for training. But when they were about to leave the house, Bardock would stop and say, Hey Kakarot, before going to train, can I ask you a question? Sure, Dad. Tell me, what do you want to know? Do you know where your brother Raditz is? I was hoping he was with you. Goku, when he heard the question that Bardock asked him, he would remain silent for a few seconds, until he became certain. He would say, Anyway, I should tell them this. Mom, you also pay attention to what I say.
All right, son. Tell us what happened to Raditz.
Raditz died several years ago. Gine and Bardock were shocked when they heard that. More so Gine, who couldn't help but shed a couple of tears. Kakarot, tell me, how did that happen? How did Raditz die? Before I tell you, I want to tell you that I hope you understand that it wasn't my fault. Now I will tell you. You see, Dad, years ago, when I was still very weak and didn't know that I was a Saiyan, one day Raditz came to this planet with the purpose of me joining the group that he had with Vegeta and Nappa. But I refused because I did not like what the three of them were doing, and because I refused Raditz kidnap my son Gohan, who at the time was a very weak little boy, to force me to join. Even so, I did not do it, but I had to fight against him to save my son. Unfortunately, we both died in that fight. I hope you can understand me. Don't worry, Kakarot. I understand what happened. You don't have to feel bad for what you did. You only wanted to save your son. I'm still sad to know that Raditz died.
That's right, son. Your dad is right. Don't feel bad. It's not your fault.
Thank you very much for understanding me. Hey, Kakarot, I want to ask you something. Tell me, Dad, what do you want to ask me? I know you have a very bad memory of Raditz, but however, he's still your brother. It's possible that you can also revive him using those strange spheres you told me about. To tell you the truth, the memory I have of Raditz is not very good. It's okay, Dad. I'll gather the Dragon Spheres to revive Raditz. Thank you very much, son. But there is only one drawback, Dad. I won't be able to revive Raditz for another 6 months, since that time has to pass before the Dragon Spheres can be used again. It's okay, Kakarot. There's no problem with waiting. Right, Gine?
That's right.
Very well. Okay, Kakarot. Now we can go train. Ready, Dad.
Wait a minute, son.
What happened, Mom?
I've heard a lot about your son, Gohan, but when are you going to introduce him to me?
That's right. I forgot to do it. Wait a few minutes. I'll be right back. When he said that, Goku, using teleportation, would appear in Gohan's house, right next to it. Gohan, seeing Goku, would be surprised and would ask his dad why he appeared out of nowhere, to which Goku would quickly explain the reason. And after talking using teleportation, he would take Gohan, Videl, and Pan to Chi-Chi's house. Ready! I'm back, Mom. This is my son Gohan, and this is his wife Videl, and my granddaughter Pan.
So you are my grandson Gohan. Nice to meet you and your wife. I'm Gine, Goku's mom.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Gohan. My father told me a little about you when he teleported to my house. I'm very happy to meet my Saiyan grandmother. I guess the gentleman who looks like my dad is my grandfather? That's right. I'm Kakarot's dad. Nice to meet you, Gohan. Dad, let's go train. Okay, Kakarot, let's go. See you later. I'll leave you to get to know each other better. After saying that, Goku would go with Bardock to look for an uninhabited place where they could train without interruptions. When they found the place, they would descend from the sky, and they would face each other and start talking. Are you ready, Father? Whenever you want, Kakarot. I'm more than ready. How do we start? Well, the first thing I will do is to teach you how to feel someone's ki, and it's very easy to do. You just have to use your own ki. Just concentrate and try to feel my presence. I understand. Then it is done this way. Bardock, when saying that, he would start to concentrate to feel Goku's ki. and although at the beginning it was a little complicated, after a few minutes he would succeed. Ready, Kakarot? I think I've learned to feel the ki.
We'll see if it's true. Dad, close your eyes and count to 10. I'll hide over there, and you'll have to look for me through my ki.
Okay, Kakarot.
Bardock would close his eyes and start counting, to which Goku would quickly move to a cave, which was several meters away from where Bardock was. The letter, when he finished counting, without saying anything, would move quickly and reach the cave where Goku was, to which he would say, I think I did well, Kakarot. What do you think?
Very good, Dad. You managed to learn very fast how to sense ki. This is getting interesting.